Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ho3k, and this is a 74 and 10 gameplay on Jungle Domination. And I know my channel is like littered with fucking Jungle Domination gameplay, but I still want to show this to you guys because the first 3.5 minutes are immaculate. I go 55 and 2 in like 3.5 minutes. So this is just like, I guess, a good example of like a pub stomping. Just taking advantage of a really bad team, you know. And I think we were partied up and all that good stuff. And I get another quadruple nade right there real quick. Pretty nice. But yeah, full disclosure, I go 55 and 2 in the first 3.5 minutes, and then I guess 19 and 8 in the last like 6 or something. And that's mainly because we're just rushing their spawn and all that good stuff. But yeah, so far I've just done pretty no-brainer stuff. You know, off the initial spawn, I go towards B flag like I always do in Domination, and I throw a nade to where they're going to be coming from. You know, usually a lot of good players will typically go to B house first on this map because it's so important to hold down B house on this map. With B house, you've got easy access to the B flag, and you got a great angle on the opposite house at the end of the bridge too. And whether you have A flag or C flag, as long as you have B house, you know, there's going to be a ton of traffic around you at all times. You're going to have great cover, you know, available to you at all times, pretty much. So, but anyway, I got my dogs right here, and I'll hop on the flag and fail immediately. Trying to help them cap it real quick, but I died. So, and for some reason I'm following my dogs into battle, and the reason I'm doing that, okay, yeah, the reason I do that sometimes is it's good to follow your dogs into battle because you want to make sure that your dogs are up in their spawn and fuck them up in their spawn, you know, so they don't have all day to sit there and like pull out their Strellas and take out your chopper. So it's good to make sure of that, you know, with visual confirmation, and so I call my chopper gunner there. And this might be my best chopper gunner ever. I think between the dogs and chopper combo here, I get like 35 kills. It's just crazy. And yeah, to be quite honest, in this game I pretty much choked because it could have very easily been one of my best games ever, or probably the best ever. But I make a pretty fatal mistake, and you'll see here in a minute what it is. Oh. But yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet here for a second and let this game run. As you can see, I'm just teeing off on these guys in this chopper gunner. I think I finished the game with like 12 multi-kills, which is nuts. That was a personal best for me. And so right here, this is the theater mode, and I'm pulling up the score manually, but in the actual game I did the same thing, you know. As soon as I got out of the chopper gun, I was like, wow, I've got a lot of kills, like, how many do I have? And you know, naturally I had like this amazing score, and so it's almost like I kind of jinxed myself too, because it's just like, wow, I'm having this fucking amazing game, you know, what's going to happen? So after that, you can see on the kill feed, the kill feed there, that the rest of the game doesn't go quite like it has so far. This is a real good example of how to use your mini map when you got a blackbird up. I threw that stun grenade just to check and see if there's someone there, if he was on the ground level behind the tree, or if he was up on top of a little shed. And since I didn't get a hit marker off that stun grenade, I knew he was on top of that shed. So I just I used a frag there, and I timed it so I could, you know, get him off that shed. I'm a real big fan of the frag grenades personally, as opposed to the Semtex, for a couple big reasons. One of the reasons is I feel like I have much better nade placement with them. You know, even though they take a while to cook, I can bank them off walls. I can, you know, have them detonate in midair. You know, whereas with Semtex, that's how, you know, you're kind of limited in where you can, you know, place those. You also can't throw them as far too. And they also don't roll magically towards your enemies too. So I'm like I said, I'm a real big fan of frags, and I'm glad you guys saw that because I kind of show off my nade placement a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I just I don't know, I just prefer frags, I guess. There's certain instances where syntax are better, but for the most part, I prefer frags. And the only time I ever fool throwing them is if I'm behind cover, like these barrels on the right, you know, they're spawning a C flag, or if I throw a stun grenade and I'm around a corner, and then I'll just kind of cook it for a second and nade them. So yeah, at this point everybody's teeing off on them, just trying to get kill streaks and stuff. So I think that's part of the problem too with the rest of the game. Right here I get juked by a second chance. Yep. I actually killed a dude like in my line of sight right there, and I thought I killed the second chance dude that eventually killed me, but I killed the dude behind him. So yeah, like I said, just rushing spawn, trying to have an even better score, but it doesn't really work out that way. And I guess I'll just take a minute to thank you guys for supporting the channel and just watch the videos. I got a real huge, like, I guess, kick out of hearing you guys' comments about the videos, like what you liked, you know, what you thought was neat, what you might have learned about it. So you guys have mentioned that you like the tips and stuff, so I'll try to be as informative as I can about my strategies and the way I play the game and stuff going forward. I feel like I got some good ideas about how to play the game, you know. There, catch the dude dropping a drop tactical insertion, and he gets picked up by the chopper. Run around, you know, run their spawn. I mentioned earlier that my channel is just littered with jungle domination games, but you know, I'm sorry you guys had to bear through this boring 19-8 section here, but hopefully it's at least mildly interesting. But like I said, that first 3 minutes was just something else, like 55-2 in 3.5 minutes. That's like well over, it's like 15 kills a minute, more or less. Just ridiculous. When you got them pretty much spawn trapped, they're spawning an A flag. If you can get into the ruins here, like I was a moment ago, that little elevated ledge that you can stand on. A lot of people like to snipe from it, you know. If you can get to that point, you usually set up like a motion sensor or something, and there'll be a ton of traffic around you, and you'll have great cover and a lot of great routes for you to run around to and just spawn kill them. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. For some reason, the video cuts off real early in the theater mode, so it doesn't go all the way to 200 for some reason. But that's the game, and thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed. All right, later.